mod is designed to be played after the official game. Game files are required. This is only a demo. What you see? Oh, I need to play. Okay, well, hopefully I did not put demo in the stream title, so hopefully post hopefully recording 0 and it puts on YouTube changes it to demo. All right. By playing within, you agree? I made it very low. What the hell? Oh wait, no, I didn't make it that low. It's not low. I forgot to turn my shit up. It is not low at all. Never mind. 0's first mod, a brand new day. That's a lot of people's first mods, so not exactly too weird. Pianos. Hey guys, what is up? 0 here, and welcome to Doki Doki Within. What is within? I don't know. I don't know why it's called within. Are we talking about the inner self? So far, the power of that. When I think of within, all I think is that fucking SpongeBob episode. The power within. The power within. The power within. Okay, that's all I think about. Fucking all I really know about this mod is that it's Monica focused, as far as I'm aware. And that's kind of it. And it's got a gray logo that looks like Longer Roads' logo. That's all I really have to think about this. Also, a lot of people wanted me to play this, so I mean, curious to see where this goes. All right, so let us go, shall we? Let us start. Act 1. Something about us. Bro, who's something about us? All I want to say is that they don't really care. It's a regular Tuesday morning like any other. Nothing too exciting, but not entirely boring either. Starts on a Tuesday. Ooh. It's just the basic run-of-the-mill school run, as usual. I'm waiting for I'm waiting for my Sayori. I'm waiting for Sayori, my neighbor and childhood best friend. She's the kind of person you couldn't imagine making friends with day one. But I guess it just works since we know each other basically all our lives. Okay, so this is basically... Okay, so it's giving its own DDLC beginning. Okay. Hopefully it changes things up enough, but we'll have to see what happens. In a way, she's like a little sister I never had, despite her being a whole 2 months older than me. I look at the clock on my phone. Come on, Sayori. We'll be late at this rate. I grumbled to myself. You grumbled, but you put an exclamation mark. You're yelling that. I can hear you. Eventually, the door of her house opens, and out emerges Sayori. She's just getting her bag on, while keeping a half-eaten slice of toast firmly locked in her jaw. Sayori, that doesn't... Just eat your food. Sayori, don't fit the trends, Sayori. Just fucking eat the toast, alright? You don't gotta fucking keep it in your mouth.
Sorry, I overslept again.
Her voice is partially muffled by the toast. Oh, sorry, so it's...
Sorry, I overslept again.
Just roll my eyes and give her a smirk. And I figured.
Hey!
Sayori finally takes the toast out of her mouth and speaks. Her voice still slightly muffled due to her chewing.
That's mean, 0.
I'm kidding. I chuckle. Once we were young, it's always been easy to tease Sayori from time to time. She knows I'm joking, but her reactions are way too fun to pass up. Anyways, you coming?
Well, yeah.
Again, she's famously cheery, but I know that she's been suffering with depression for the most part of her life. Okay. That's how we're okay. That's how we're revealing that. Oh, okay. So, okay. Well, all right. I was like, well, that was quite a turn. Oh, that was fast. Yeah. Whoa. Okay. Well, all right. It took her a lot of courage to admit it to me, but I'm glad she did. I am too. If anything, it brought us closer together, and I made a promise to her that regardless of where life takes us, I'd be there to help her through those dark days. Okay. To her credit, though, she was doing her best to manage it. Soon start the walk up to school. With every passing minute, the street starts getting flooded with students, ranging from groups of friends, those on their own, and couples. Sayori, I'm not a grammar genius, but I think that needed a comma, but I'm not sure actually. Well, there's an and though, so I'm not sure. But it just looked weird. Like, I don't know. Like, it looked weird to have a comma, and then there's no one else has commas. Again, I'm not a grammar expert, so I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, this is a demo. Actually, I could just change the title to stream to demo. I just realized that. Just, there you go. Yeah, it needs a comma. Yeah, okay. So I was correct. Sarah and I making small talk along the way up. She then brings up something that's clearly been on her mind for a bit.
Say, you've not joined a club yet, have you?
Not yet, no. I scratch the back of my neck as my voice trails off. Admittedly, I'd not really been looking for any clubs. None of the ones I'd seen so far really piqued my interest, and the one club I've been remotely interested in, the music club, had been closed the previous school year due to a lack of funding. And then look over at Sayori, who seems to be remembering something. Wait, how the fuck did they close I mean, I guess there's not much funding that has to go into a literature club. I was gonna say, how did the music club get closed for funding, but a literature club stayed? And I'm like, I guess there's not much funding for the literature club. Hell, they literally use a leftover classroom. They didn't even get their own equipment. And then look over at Sayori, who seems to be remembering something.
Well, maybe you could check out my club.
That reminds me, Sarah had recently told me that she was the vice president of the school's recently established literature club. Whilst literature had never really taken my fancy, I do remember my English grades being decent at best. That, and as a budding musician, it helps me to break down song lyrics to find the meanings behind each track. Kinda counts as poetry, right? I sigh. I mean, I don't really have much else to do, so I guess I can stop by.
Yay!
Sarah lets out a cheery yawn, still half asleep, I guess. She then grumbles in a way that's still quite audible.
Good job, Asnowski, to make those cupcakes last night.
I decided to play dumb, even though I clearly heard her. What was that?
Nothing.
She chuckles as we now stand outside the school gates.
Anyways, see you later.
Sayori, wait! Hey, why do we need her? Before I can wait, finish what? Wait, what did we need her for? I thought the conversation was done. Sayori, wait! Were we still talking? Also, yeah, wait a minute. Hold up. There was something else I wanted to say. Fuck. Oh, yeah. I was going to say, oh, so he's a musician. That's interesting, I guess. There you go. That's something new. SoundCloud rapper MC. No. No. Before I can finish, he's already become one with the bustling masses. I don't even know where the club is now. Oh, he was going to ask where the club is. Okay. Knowing Sayori, she'll realize that and let me know later, though, so I can't complain too much. Don't you have phones? You just text her. I'll check my timetable to remind me of my first period. Period 1, History, Mr. I. Serizawa. History. One of the few subjects I'm genuinely any good at. Time to get this day over with. The school day was about as ordinary as ever, and it's over as soon as it began. As I start packing my things, it hits me that I've not seen Sayori since this morning. Okay, so far, so far, it hasn't been super vanilla, but, like, it's like, I don't know. I feel like it needs to be a little more different. Like, it's following too many of the same story beats as vanilla. Like, I don't have a problem with people slightly rewriting vanilla a little bit, you know, like still having MC be introduced to the literature club and stuff. That's fine. But so far, this has felt like it's only slightly different, but still not being too different. It feels still too close to vanilla, in my opinion, to where it's like, to where the point, if you forgot what happened in base DDLC, you could play this and think that you're replaying DDLC and be like, well, this is what happened, right? And it's like, well, no, not word for word, but I mean, yeah, kind of. Like even to the point where I'm pretty sure Sayori's about to walk in and show him where the club is. As I start packing my things, it hits me that I've not seen Sayori since this morning. She's gone to the club without me, hasn't she? By the time I get to the door, a familiar flash of peach-colored hair and a red bow catch my eye. See? There it is. Sayori runs up to, and then holds her arms against the wall.
Give me a second.
She speaks between exaggerated breaths. You need to run here, you know. Chuckle with a smirk.
But I forgot to tell you where the club is.
My earlier guess was right, I suppose. I've never understood the literate upon an already existing story very slightly meta. Yeah, it's like, yeah, because like I said, it's like a lot of mods do want to give their own, you know, like spin on the beginning of like the story. And that's fine. But like, I feel like when it's this close, it's kind of like, you need to make it a little different. Like, you know.
Or we're just playing vanilla right now?
To a degree, yes. Like, literally nothing else is really, no new information. Oh, the only new information that's been given besides from vanilla is that MC is a musician.
Well, that's interesting.
That's kind of it. So far, it's been basically the exact same. Like, Sayori asks him to join the literature club. He says, sure, basically. And then she's now going to show him where it is. Like, she walks in and, you know, it's like she's going to show him. Oh, yeah, you did miss the weird drop. That's right. Thank you for reminding me, chat. You did miss the weird drop about Sayori's depression.
Oh.
It was just dropped very just, like, right, just normally. It was just like MC just said very matter of fact, like, she also told me she has depression. It's like, well, okay. Like, yeah, apparently that's the other difference. That's the other difference, is that he apparently knows she already has depression, but it was like, it was just said just so matter of factly. It was like, okay, jeez. It was really weird. I guess was right, I suppose. Ah, fair enough. I step into the corridor. Anyway, I'm going.
Yep.
Surrey beams, seeming to fully recover from my breathlessness as we start to walk up. Well, there we go. We soon find our way up to a section of the school that I rarely visit, besides her music class. Oh, he said the thing! Forgot, me and Bug kept making jokes about that. We're like, every mod has to make sure that it mentions that MC has rarely visited this part of the school. There it is. He rarely visits it. He said the thing. I see, the problem is, I don't know if he said the thing because it's like base game or if they deliberately put it there. Like, it's like, I'm not sure who to trust. Like, I'm not sure if this is like an actual, like, you know, a funny moment from the developer, or if he just said the thing because it's been so close to vanilla so far that it just was put there just to be put there. It is funny though. So stay gets to stay. Did he say the thing in Vigilante? He did not say the thing in Vigilante, no. Soon enough though, we find our way to the club room. I have a peep through the window and can spot a purple-haired girl with a gentle yet intense expression that's focused on the book on her desk. I can also hear some partially muffled voices hinting at more members inside. Sayori swings the door open and bolts into the room.
Guys, the new member's here.
I haven't even figured out if I like the club yet. Oh well. I timidly enter the room and wave as the club's other members look in my direction. The girl with the purple hair closes her book before getting up and walking towards me. She speaks in a soft voice that matches her gentle expression.
So you're the Zero that Sayori was talking about. She always says nice things about you.
I have to remember to not judge the mod for not opening their mouths. MPT has spoiled me, so I will not judge the mod for not having their mouths open. Because I have to remember, that's not really necessary. It's only an issue if they stay with that expression for like a long ass time, and I'm just like, Yuri, please, you know? But it's like, I'm not gonna judge it just because, you know, it's a regular DDLC thing too, so whatever. A much shorter girl with pink hair that's decorated with assorted red clips and ribbons comes up.
Seriously, Sayori? You brought a boy? Way to kill the mood.
The taller girl sighs.
Natsuki.
The other girl, apparently named Natsuki, relents and averts her gaze away from me. I'm also certain that this is the same Natsuki that Sayori said made some cupcakes. Her smaller stature makes me think she may be a first-year student. Sayori then gets closer to me and whispers.
Just ignore her when she gets moody.
Then bounces back as she steps towards the other girls. Okay, this is like straight up vanilla now. I just want to point that out. This is now just vanilla. Like, I don't know. Like, now this is just vanilla. I just wanted to say it has not went over my head, by the way. I think the only difference is Natsuki says mood instead of atmosphere. I'm pretty sure in the original she says way to kill the atmosphere. So, you know, they made it worse than vanilla because they got rid of atmosphere. Excuse me? Who does this mod think it is?
Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
And then she goes,
Don't say that.
Yuri's face goes a bit red.
Nice.
Don't just say things like that.
You see? Bro, make me fuck. I'm a JoJo character, guys. What can I say? And this is the part where I can imagine someone like her has a bit of a struggle keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki.
And of course, there's Zero.
A voice then calls out from behind me, causing me to turn around to meet a face I'd not seen that much since the second year of high school. So how come Monica gets a fucking unique interaction, but everyone else gets the vanilla introduction? That's mean. Favoritism! Monica? My face adopts a small grin. She doesn't look like she's changed too much. Then again, I've seen her around the school every so often, but we'd not have a class together since last school year. Back then, she was the most popular girl in the year, and I'm more than certain she still is. She's smart, beautiful, athletic. She's also someone way, way out of the league of a guy like me. Okay, never mind. Monica's introduction is still slightly the same. To be honest, I did develop a sort of schoolboy crush on her during the time we shared an English class, but never worked up the courage to ask her out. We did work on group projects a fair bit, though. I gulp. I haven't seen you in ages. How have you been? She smiles sweetly at me, still infectious as always.
I've been good, just busy as usual.
That reminds me. Monica, without a doubt, was the hardest working person I knew. Okay, you don't have to tell me this. I'm getting tired of you, buddy. I'm getting tired of this man being like, that reminds me. Exposition. I'm like, stop it. All right? I get it. I'm getting tired of you, buddy. I'm about to kick your ass. Her grades are always either near the top or fully on the top of the class in exams.
How about you, Zero?
Scratch the back of my neck nervously. What about me? Wait, what was it? You're see? He's breaking the flow. I don't even know what she said before. Oh, just busy as usual. Okay, that's what I'll say. Your fucking exposition's breaking the flow of this conversation. Scratch the back of my neck nervously. You know me. Same old, same old. I chuckle just as nervously.
Anyways, why don't you come sit down?
She gestures over to an amalgamation of desks in the center of the room formed to create a makeshift table. I also noticed that Natsuki and Yuri have gone to the back of the club room, presumably to get some other things. With a nod to Monica, and then make my way to sit next to Sayori, still feeling kind of shy. Monica eventually joins us. Whilst having the occasional chat with Sayori, I do catch her making the occasional glance over at me. Eventually, she starts talking to me once again.
So, what made you consider the club?
I mean, can't just lie to her. Well, Sayori mentioned it on the walk to school this morning, and I told her I'd check it out. I feel my face redden a little.
No need to get embarrassed.
Monica eases any nerves I immediately may have had.
I promise, I'll make you feel right at home, okay?
Again, I find myself smiling at her. We then hear Natsuki's footsteps approaching. I turn around and notice her holding a small plastic container. Must be the fabled cupcake Sayori was on about earlier. She then places the container on the table and rests her hand on the small lip on the edge of the lid.
Okay, y'all ready?
What? They changed it to y'all? What is this? It's not vanilla. It's vanilla made for cretins. changing the dialogue to such slang. Southern Dokis. Her voice is lined with anticipation. After a collective nod, Natsuki practically rips the lid off, revealing a bunch of white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like cats.
Ta-da!
Natsuki says that with a big toothy grin, clearly proud of her work. Three of our eyes lighten up. They look amazing. I feel kind of bad about eating them. The curse of good-looking food.
So cute!
Sayori's excitement overshadows everything else. We each take a cupcake and we start to eat. Honestly, they taste as great as they look. The soft texture of the white cream perfectly accompanies the taste of the small bits of chocolate. I turn to Natsuki, swallowing before opening my mouth. You made these? She raises an eyebrow. Yeah? These taste great. Thanks for bringing them. I give give her an earnest smile, causing her to fold her arms and blush a little.
Well, it's not like I made them for you or anything.
I never said you did. I decided to give up on Natsuki's bizarre logic and turn my attention to Yuri, who was coming over the tray holding a collection of teacups and a teapot. A faint steam hinting at freshly made tea. Always a pleasant smell. I don't even like tea. Also, I know you guys gave me a bunch of stuff. I will thank you after this scene is over. I actually forgot to thank all the resubs and bits and stuff. So yeah, I will thank all of you in a bit. I'm sorry. You keep a whole tea set in here? Why must it be the same? I'm trying to get through this scene because I'm like, so far, god damn, okay, like, this really is just vanilla, slightly altered, but it's just slightly altered. It's not altered enough, like, it's goddamn, man. Like, it's very vanilla. Keep a whole tea set in here? Yuri smiles as gently as ever.
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission.
I smile back. Well, I'm not complaining. Besides, I wouldn't turn down tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri's cheeks redden a bit as she sets the tray down and starts pouring a drink for each of us. She then takes a seat after handing us our respective cups.
So, Zero, what kinds of things do you like to read?
I was kind of afraid of this question. Like, yeah, I've read a fair bit in the past, but nowhere near as much as anybody else in this club has. Let alone Yuri. Of course, how do you know? Wait, how does he know that Yuri's read a fair bit? You don't even know her. Wait a what? Huh? Wait a minute. Did I forget something or did I find a plot hole? Like, I don't know if I forgot Yuri mentioning that she likes to read, but I don't think she has yet. It's like, I was like, how would he know that Yuri really likes to read? Because she was reading a book when he walked in? Like, it's a literature club. Oh, no! God damn it. God damn it, every time. I just do it for a sake of habit, and then when it works, I'm like, no! They left developer mode on.
Oh.
Ow! Everyone's like, what the fuck was that?
This mod is great so far.
I mean, it is a demo, obviously, but yeah, I mean, I still have to rate it as a demo. I still rate it as everything else. But yeah, oh no, left developer mode on. How have you all been talking about this mod and you have not told the dev to turn off developer mode yet? Y'all mean. So many people have been talking about Within, but nobody told the dev to turn off developer mode?
I guess no one tried. No one really
It's not a thing. I guess no one's tried. I don't know. I also forgot to rewrite that part of the vanilla game. Does he say that in the vanilla game too? I actually have not noticed. Actually, I don't think he does. No, yeah, he doesn't. Oh my god. Oh, it's one of those things where it's like, because you can tell it's a rewrite, they didn't put too much attention to the fact that MC wouldn't know this yet. Because yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a plot discrepancy. D tier? It's not D tier. We haven't even seen more than half the mod yet. That's what I figured. Yeah, that's what I was like. Yeah, it's because he had to write, so yeah, he didn't think about that. Of course, still gotta be honest. Well, most times it ends up being like manga, the song lyrics, and some other books. Song lyrics don't count.
Song lyric?
Song lyrics does not count as reading. That's like saying reading poems counts as reading, but even then that depends on the poem. If you're reading haikus, it doesn't count. Haikus are very short. So if you're reading like a long like poem, then yeah, you know, that can work because some poems are very long, but like I think song lyrics are like the equivalent of haikus. I wouldn't count that as reading. But to be fair, Yuri's about to tell him off, right, Yuri? Fuck him up. My voice trails off a bit. No worries. You see, she's like, what the hell? Goddamn. He really thinks the song lyrics count.
Maybe you'll pick up something to read during your time here.
Maybe I will. I smile at Yuri again. Also noticed that Natsuki's head seemed to perk up a bit when I mentioned me reading manga. Oh man, I wish he didn't say Renchi reading manga, because I'm like, Natsuki like song lyrics?
That's what
She loves music.
She loves it.
Maybe I'll be able to get recommendations from them both one day. Who knows? As the conversations carry on between each of us, I learn a bit about the girls' literary interests. Honestly, it's amazing that they all seem quite close, despite their varied tastes. It soon gets suggested that Natsuki's been writing poems recently, seemingly on the cute side. Kinda curious to learn more about that. I turned to her. Oh, so now we start skipping the dialogue! So now the vanilla dialogue gets too much to where we start summing it up. Okay, I see how it is. You write your own poems, Natsuki? I guess. Why do you care? I find that impressive. Would you mind sharing them at some point? No. She retreats into her chair a bit. Well, that means, wait. Natsuki. Does she know that saying no means technically that she wouldn't mind sharing them? Natsuki, no. We got her in a trap, boys. She agreed. We got her now. You wouldn't like them. Not a confident writer, I presume. Stating the obvious, as usual.
I feel the same as Natsuki.
Yuri suddenly pipes up, still as gentle as ever.
Sharing that level of writing requires more than just confidence. You must be willing to show your reader your vulnerable side, even showing them the deepest reaches of your heart.
That was quite poetic, if I do say so myself. Monica joins the conversation again.
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe Natsuki would feel comfortable if you shared some of your work.
Yuri goes to say something, but falls silent shortly after a bit of stammering. I empathize with her in a way. Like, I'm not usually the best at sharing any more emotional side so freely, especially with people I've really just met. Glance back at Monica. I guess it's the same for Yuri, too.
Aww.
Yuri seems slightly downcast.
I wanted to read everyone's poems.
Okay, now I'm confused about something. So, like, it's like now I'm, like, examining the vanilla. No, I wouldn't mind, but you also wouldn't like them. Pranker zero, but she's about to get pranked. But no, now I realize something. So, like, there's also, like, weird bits of addition to the vanilla. Like, I'm pretty sure in the base game, Sayori just goes, aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. But now she goes, aw, and then they decided to just add Sayori seems downcast. Like, I'm pretty sure that's not how it is in the base game. I could be wrong entirely, and I'm remembering the base game wrong, but I'm pretty sure she just goes, "Ah, I wanted to read everyone's poem." So, like, I don't know. This feels weird. It's not an entire copy of vanilla, but there's, like, random changes that just feel like, huh? Like, I don't know. Everything feels so odd. As far as I can tell, 70% of this mod is vanilla, but with adjustments. Yeah, so far, yeah, a lot of this beginning is just vanilla with adjustments, and it's like, I mean, to be fair, I guess it is the beginning, but it's really hard to sit through it. It makes it really hard when a lot of it is just retreading. There's a moment of silence. Seemingly out of nowhere, Monica's vibrant green eyes sparkle with optimism.
Okay, everyone, I've got an idea.
Our collective gazes fixes onto Monica.
How about we all go home and write a poem of our own, and then share them tomorrow? That way, we'll all be even.
There's a bit of hesitation from Natsuki and Yuri. Kind of expected that to be the case, though. I go to speak.
I'd definitely be, yeah, let's do it!
I'm suddenly cut off by Sayori's burst of energy. How the hell do I keep up with her? It does seem to put a smile on Monica's face, though. She turns to me.
And since we've got a new member now, it would help strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Zero?
Well, I hadn't been actively considering joining any clubs full-time, but I can't deny that this club is quite a relaxed atmosphere. Be it because of the girls themselves, or simply because it's a smaller club, I still haven't quite worked that one out yet. Besides, writing poems is what it takes to reconnect with Monica, then I'd say it's worth it. I collect my thoughts. Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Wait, you're joining?
My response seemed to take Sayori by surprise. I nudge her. Come on, you think I wouldn't join? Besides, it's kind of cozy. The feeling of happiness about my decision seems to be mutual throughout the group. Hell, even Natsuki seems glad.
If you just came for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed.
Sounds like something I could see myself. Sounds like something I could see myself saying.
What? Huh?
What? I'm very confused by this line. I don't know what this means.
Huh?
Oh, you could see. Oh, okay, okay. He's saying he could see himself saying that he only came for the cupcakes. Okay, that's kind of a dick move, MC. Wow. That's kind of a dick move. I could totally see myself just showing up for the cupcakes then leaving. Wow. Kind of rude.
Well, that makes it official.
As Monica's voice is addressing the four of us, her eyes remain focused on me.
Welcome to the well, I cannot talk. Welcome to the literature club.
After that, the meeting slowly comes to its conclusion.
I've said the literature club like 10 times. How can I not say it there?
It was a lot less nerve-wracking than I thought it'd be. Everyone seems really nice, too, which makes the atmosphere that much better. I pull out my phone to make a note for tonight's assignment. They do have phones! Yeah, what the hell? He could have just texted Sayori. If they weren't gonna, they do have phones. He could have just texted Sayori. Sayori coming back was, it's a plot hole, chat. A plot hole. The biggest plot hole in the mod. The phone discrepancy. He's ghosting her. She actually blocked him because she got tired of him, like, explaining in detail every episode of Spy Family that he watched every night. He would always text Sayori his review of every episode. Sayori had to block him. I pull out my phone to make a note for tonight's assignment. Write a poem for tonight. Sayori then steps up to me as I slide my phone back into my pocket.
You ready to go?
Yeah, hang on. I slung my bag over my shoulder. Before we leave, I wave and say goodbye to the rest of the club. While Natsuki and Yuri shyly wave back at me, Monica waves back in a way that's almost she's saying goodbye to an old friend. How does that wave different? How? I don't wave goodbye to old friends any differently than... I'm just gonna leave that there.
See you tomorrow.
Me and Sayori then begin our journey home. He could have said like she waves slower or like she waves faster. How do you wave differently to an old friend, and how do you wave just to somebody? A wistful wave. Shaking my head. Like, I don't know. I'm confused. Like, I feel like, because like I understand what they're trying to go for, but I feel like they could have explained it better. You could have been like, Monica waves, you know, just faster than the others or something. I can see where this mod's going for, but it needs more refinement. Oh yeah, definitely. I can see what it's going for too. Like, yeah, it's definitely trying to build upon, you know, it's definitely like trying to give me the yes, this is what happens in base DDLC. And I get that, but it's something where it's like, getting through the beginning is really rough. But, you know, I think now that we got through there, now we'll be able to see what the mod is actually made of. So at least that's good. But yeah, it's just like, it's, geez. It takes a lot to get to the meat and potatoes, it seems. All throughout the walk home, my mind is already racing about what I could write tonight. However, there's only one thing, one person, in fact, my mind keeps coming back to. That being Yuri, Monica. Just Monica. Huh. I couldn't put a finger on it as to why she was floating around in my brain. Maybe it's because of my still present crush on her. I can't say for sure. All I do know is that she leaves me with this rather pleasant feeling in my chest, almost reminding me of when I first laid eyes on her. I stop momentarily and place my hand on my chest. My heart won't stop pounding. Outside the club? You should go to a doctor.
Earth to zero?
Siri's voice breaks my thoughts. Yeah? I turn to face her, my face feeling slightly red.
You okay?
My hand still on my chest, I feel my heart beating starting to steady. It's nothing, Sayori. I can't tell her why I'm feeling this way. Well, at least why I think I do anyways. So wait, okay, now I have another question. So like, I've had like a crush before, you know? Every boy's had crushes before, you know? But like, I don't know. I guess it's like, because I know I've seen it, you know, you see it in cartoons and stuff with the heart like beating like that. And your heart, usually your heart will beat when you're like in, like, you're, like, around them or something, right? Like, I don't know. Has anybody had their heart beat like that when they just think about them? Like, I don't know. It never really happened for me. Like, I'm not trying to hate on the mod with this. It's just something I thought about. Let's say, like, that's never happened for me before. Like, it never happened with me, like, when I thought about them. Like, if I'm in, like, the same room as them or, like, I'm talking to them, then yeah, sure, that's when I felt it. I've never felt it just thinking, you know? I don't know. That's just me, though. Zero must have never been in love. I never felt. Maybe, like, once, kinda? Okay. I just wanted to know if it's happened to other people. What are you talking about, Zero? My heart always convulses whenever I think of someone. That's normal, right? Yeah, no, I was just saying, just like, you know, just I never had that happen before to me. Yeah, I used to think it was just something more cartoons, like, you know, tend to do. Because, like, I don't know. That's why I was like, well, I don't know.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, now that you're here, maybe I can ask you the question too. Have you, MC's like thinking about Monica and he's like, my heart is pounding really fast. He's just thinking about her. And I was like, has that ever happened to you? Like, it's happened to me with crushes if like I'm in like the same room as them, but like just thinking about them, my heart wouldn't be pounding just thinking about them.
No, your heart isn't pounding. Your heart is just like your heart is
Well, no.
fine. It's what's running is your mind.
I know the feeling he's talking about though, because like I said, I've gotten the feeling before. I'm just saying it never happens to me
Yeah.
when I think about them. But again, some
Yeah.
people have been saying they have it. Like this wasn't me like saying like points off for the mod for this. It was just something I legitimately was wanting to talk about.
I don't think it's happened to me before, unless I was in the same room
Well,
or
at
like
least,
in the same building.
well, at least why I think I do, anyways. Just how would she even react? Just got stuff on my mind. Is all. The look on this, the look that Sarah gives me is the one that says, "I can see right through you," but she doesn't say anything to confirm that suspicion. That looks more like I'm worried about you.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, sure.
Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow.
I bid her goodbye as we go our separate ways. As usual, I tried the door to see if Mum's back from work. Oh no! UK! No! The British! They made this mod! This mod was made by the British.
The British.
What the fuck is that? What? Oh, okay, it's one of those. Okay, that was a weird way of doing ellipses. I get my key out of my pocket and let myself in. That explains everything, a Brit. He's gonna eat eggs on toast! I know Mum has been working 2 jobs since my dad died, and honestly, it gets lonely so- What?! Why does this mod?
What's going on?
The way this mod reveals information! Like, oh, like, what? Whoa! Okay! Like, Jesus! Why do they just spring these things on me? And where's the happy music playing? Like, my God. Like, you didn't have to, like, if you wanted to lead into the conversation, you could be like, Mom's been pretty busy since she's been working 2 jobs. And it's like, yeah, I know, like, things haven't really been the same since, you know, and then, you know, like, you can kind of allude to it or something, or, you know, later. It should not be a passing sentence. I know Mom's been working 2 jobs since my dad died. Like, whoa, what? Okay. Like, lead me into it a little bit. Like, I'm not saying you gotta have a whole entire, like, sad scene about him thinking about his dad, but, like, jeez. This really traumatic thing that I'm just gonna gloss over. Yeah, it's like, whoa, what? like this, like, alongside this and the Sayori depression, these things are really quick. Honestly, it gets lonely sometimes being here on my own. This is how British people handle death. I fetch a small bag of crisps. Oh my God, crisps! Damn it. Fetch a small bag of chips from the cupboard to keep my stomach satisfied till dinner. Making my way upstairs, I take a quick detour to my bedroom, which I can describe as a nerd's paradise. To drop my bag and get out of my uniform. He calls himself a nerd. Oh my God. I hope he doesn't do that much. Can't really focus at home like that now, can I? And after that, no more snacking, I make my way to what used to be the guest room. MC is cringe. I can't believe MC's cringe. Ugh. To be honest, for a while it's been my makeshift music studio. Oh, okay, so this is like the guest room. Okay. It's cool. Norm wasn't anywhere near big enough to hold all the equipment gathered with every birthday and Christmas, and since we don't really have long-term guests anymore, my mom one day decided to screw it and gave me the extra space. Honestly, I doubt I'd be as into music as I am now if it wasn't for her, given that she was a local singer before she had me.
Oh, looking cool, Joker.
Thank you. You like my music room? Despite that, our musical styles couldn't be any more contrasting. Whilst Mom's style was simply her voice accompanied by a guitar or piano, mine is far more reliant on synths with the occasional guitar and piano. Even then, I've never truly settled on a single style. I guess you could say I make whatever's on my mind. To be honest, that would explain I can't why I can't think of anything at the moment. And then head back in my room and sit at my desk. Cause that was like fucking with me. I was like, why can't I talk? Okay, it's been a while. I'm sorry, chat. Let me thank all of you. Thank you for the resub for 20 months, King Ice. Thank you for the resub, Computer Geek. Thank you for the resub, Brother Mano. 13 months for Brother Mano. Nice. All right, that's all. He's passed a year. Computer Geek's passed 2 years. Actually, he's passed 1 year, almost 2 years. And King Ice is closer to 2 years than he is. Thank you for the 10 bits, Infinomob. Thank you for the 100 bits, Rage Bob. Thank you for the 20 bits, Infinomob. Thank you for the gift sub, Gundam Tanaka. Thank you for the 100 bits, Rage Bob. And then thank you for the 500 bits, Rage Bob. Rage Bob popping off right now. God damn. Thank you, man. I want a DDLC to take place in Canada. What the hell? I grab a pen and a single piece of paper, start jotting down what's on my mind. Should help with writing that poem later. After about 5 minutes, wait, what? I thought we were, huh? Wait, what? I thought we were somewhere else. What? How did we were here. How did we get here? What? Oh, okay, no, he says I head back into my room. Okay. Why is it black? That's what confused. Why was it black? I was confused everywhere. After about 5 minutes, I'm finished. Amidst the standard emotional stuff, there's the remnants of when I may have gone too far into my heart. Must have written down and then scribbled out Monica's name at least 4 or 6 times. Even now, the thought of her makes my heart race. Maybe that schoolboy crush of mine never died. Are you serious? Like, are you really like sitting here like, huh, maybe. You wrote her name 6 times. And you're still thinking? You're still not sure? Maybe life's just so bad in the UK that things like clinical depression and dead fathers are just routine. Yeah, maybe there's some things I don't know about the UK. Grabbing a second sheet of paper, I feel a new sense of determination as I start letting my heart guide the movements of my pen. That in itself is oddly poetic of me. Is that a good sign? There's only one way to find out. There's only one way for him to find out. What? Huh? What? What? Whoa! What? Where am I? Ah! Huh? Why are we in the music room? What? Why was that transition so quick? Goddamn! Where are we? Like, I know that, I mean, they did it right. They did the dissolve scene full. It's just, I don't, just, jeez. Why was it so quick? Like, I don't know. That was just weird. I don't know if I can blame the mod for that, because I'm pretty sure the code is correct, you know? You do the dissolve scene and everything. It just, I don't know. That was weird.